A special meeting of the UN Security Council dedicated to North Korea's nuclear issues will convene in New York. Led by U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, the top diplomats of participating nations will be looking at ways to put more pressure on the regime, especially with China's help. Kwon Jang-ho has the details.
The top diplomats from all 15 member nations of the UN Security Council will meet in New York on Friday to discuss the North Korean nuclear threat. Chaired by the US Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, it will be the first time such a meeting has been held on this single issue. Although no resolution is to be adopted, a broad range of tougher sanctions is expected to be discussed, including a possible oil embargo, the interception of cargo ships, and punishing foreign banks that engage with the regime. They might also encourage diplomatic isolation, such as the severing of ties and closing diplomatic missions. Much focus will be on Beijing's Foreign Minister Wang Yi. As Pyongyang's closest diplomatic and economic partner, there has been pressure on China to take more action to rein in the regime. Earlier this week, Tillerson said that Beijing had contacted Pyongyang to warn against further nuclear tests, but the Council will be looking for continued assurances on that front.
I think in the past the assumption has been the Chinese would only take limited action. We're going to test that assumption. We're going to test their willingness to help us address this serious threat.
South Korea will be represented at the talks by Foreign Minister Yoon Byung-se, and on the sidelines he'll be holding a separate meeting with his US and Japanese counterparts to further discuss ways to counter the threat posed by North Korea. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.